told him this, he knows they're lying. But what to do? To fight them for what? The child is missing. That means it's missing, for sure. So he realized that there is something wrong going on in the family. That's why when they told him, he knows that yes, they plot something. They plotted against Yusuf and they executed their plan. And this is the result. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَجَاءَتْ سَيَّارَةٌ. That's the first solution Yusuf got. He was actually cast in that place, no one to support him, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him, be patient. A day will come, you will explain to them what happened. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Sayyara. Sayyara is what? Car, right? And someone can come and say cars also exist. Which cars they have? Then you ask which model. But this Sayyara actually linguistically doesn't mean car. Yeah. It's something that is moving. The caravan. Yeah. In the long time, the cars they don't exist. But when the Arabs they say Sayyara, they mean the caravan. People that are traveling from place to place looking for earning. So this Sayyara they came. فأرسلوا واردهم فأدلى دلوه قال يا بشرى هذا غلام. One of them was sent by them to go look for water. He found the well. He put his bucket to get the water, and Yusuf hung on it. And the guy was brave enough and patient. He pulled it out. He brought Yusuf out of the water. And then he shouted at them, he said, oh, good news. I got a boy. He told them, good news, I got a boy. But now the problem is when they look at the boy, the nature of the boy was different. It was so beautiful. That's why some scholars, they said, in the last part of the verse, the second verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَشَرَوْهُ بِثَمَنٍ بَخْسٍ دَرَاهِمَ مَعْدُودَةٍ وَكَانُوا فِيهِ مِنَ الزَّاهِدِينَ. What did they do? So beautiful. They can see money. They are going to become rich. So that's why they did not even spread the news amongst the others. They just keep it within themselves. But the problem is, whoever uses aql, to see this kind of person which is beyond the realm of your imagination. When you're talking about beauty, when you see Yusuf, the Prophet ﷺ said, I saw Yusuf in the heavens. He said, وَقَدْ عُوتِيَ شَطْرَ الْحُسْنِ. It means Allah SWT divided beauty. He gave Yusuf half and gave the rest of the half. And you can see some people, they're so arrogant in the way they are. And you can see some people, when you see them beyond the realm of imagination. They saw someone looking at a sister, they asked him, brother, fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, no, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said you have to think and to contemplate in the beauty of the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So they saw Yusuf, so it's very dangerous to keep Yusuf with you. Because most likely this is a son of someone in the city. Or one of the jinns. Because they don't believe this is human being. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said when they sell him, they quickly go to the market and just sell him. The first person just bargain, no bargain actually. How much? Just give anything. Just take and run away. وَكَانُوا فِيهِ مِنَ الزَّاهِدِينَ. I mean they took something very little. You understand? Why? Because of the nature of the boy. وَقَالَ الَّذِي اشْتَرَاهُ مِنْ مِصْرٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is his plan. So that the first person that can, try, will be the one that some other test against Yusuf is going to happen from his own family. So this person, the one who bought Yusuf alayhi salam, الَّذِي اشْتَرَاهُ مِنْ مِصْرٍ, from Egypt, قال لامرأته أكرمي مثواه عسى أن ينفعنا أو نتخذه ولدا. He told his wife, he said, please, since we have no child, be very kind to him. Inshallah, he will benefit us, or at least we can take him as our child since we don't have anyone. وكذلك مكنا ليوسف في الأرض ولنعلمه من تأويل الأحاديث والله غالب على أمره ولكن أكثر الناس لا يعلمون. الله أكبر. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, just like the way you see, we blessed Yusuf with all of those things that we have mentioned. They plotted against him, we saved him. They put him in a place that he can just easily die. He can be attacked by anything in that place, but we protected him. We sent some people for wisdom to bring him out, and they brought him out, and the nature we gave him, which is to be very, very extremely handsome, helps the son a lot to cause these people to quickly go to the souk, the market, and sell him. And we send someone who is one of the richest, one of the most important personalities. Some people, they said that's either the king himself or the second person in the city, the prime minister. He was the one who bought him. Because the common people and normal people, they can never try. Because when they look at him, no, this one, we cannot afford buying him. So rich and important people can get. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is doing this for wisdom. To bless Yusuf because of his own patience, no complaint at all. And these are the prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ هَدَى اللَّهُ فَبِهُدَاهُ مُقْتَدِي. These are the people who are guided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have to take from their guidance. Ayyub alayhi salatu wassalam was sick for 17 to 18 years. He never complained. He was infected by some disease. They said even, according to some narration, worms comes out of his body. He never complained. People, they forsake him. His wife also left him. One day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let him recover. On his way back, the wife realized that she did something wrong. She went looking for her husband. She met him in a group of young men. She asked them, did you see the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tested? And then she looks at one of them, and actually was her husband. She couldn't realize that he was the one. What did she say? She said, it looks like this, exactly like this one when he was okay. Yeah. So that's the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and as a reward, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed him with an excellent family, and even in the hereafter. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, in one authentic hadith, he said, people, they are going to have the image of Yusuf alayhi salam, the size of Adam alayhi salam, and also the heart of Ayyub alayhi salam. The heart that knows no complaint at all, accepts what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided without any complaint. This is the excellent nature of a believer. Whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings to you, show him acceptance. Don't complain at all. Not complaining, I don't mean don't seek medicine. No, look for medicine. Complaining means to think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is doing injustice to you. One of the people said, I am not committing major sin. I don't know why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is sending problems to me. What do you think if this person is going to be tested by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stronger than what he has? And that's why for wisdom, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is testing people based on what they can bear. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, people, they are tested according to their own iman. If your iman is strong, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you a very strong test because you can bear it. The test that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to the Prophet is strong, stronger than what we receive, stronger than what we always receive from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This one was sent to the bed of well. This one is, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, one of them he was stoned by his people. Ibrahim was cast in the fire. Many of them, almost all of them, they went through the test. But they were patient. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, we have to be patient if we really want to succeed. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, in the way you see, this is the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala dealt with Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. Let him establish an earth. Because if he is in the house of this person, that means he will be someone in the city. And also one day we're going to teach him the knowledge of translating the dream. And people, they just don't know. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will always win. Yeah. If you're with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, victory will be in your side. Always. Yeah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Wallahu ghalibun ala amrihi, kataba Allahu la'aghlibanna ana wa rusuli. It is written by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he will always win. No one can win against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So those people, they're plotting against Yusuf and his and his brother. So they decided to start with Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam first. And look how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was saving Yusuf, because he is one of the righteous people, as we're going to see. وَلَمَّا بَلَغَ أَشُدَّهُ